So negotiation and mediation are everywhere, particularly or really especially in pop culture, in like movies and TV programs, like everywhere you look. So today, I'm going to be taking a look and reacting raw to a clip from a movie that I haven't seen, that I know nothing about, but that my producers have picked out for me. And I'm going to dissect it, and we're going to see what we can learn about negotiation from watching. I'm Bob Bordone. I'm a senior fellow at Harvard Law School. I'm also the founder and principal of the Cambridge Negotiation Institute. I teach, write, and consult on all things negotiation and mediation. Okay, so let's take a look and see what I can learn here.
Mr. Barnum, I can't.
Okay, I guess the show is The Greatest Showman, which I think was nominated for Academy Award for Best Picture. And wow, Zac Efron and Hugh Jackman.
It could cost me my inheritance.
Oh, it could cost you more than that. You'd be risking everything, but on the other hand, well...
This is a negotiation apparently in song, which I wasn't expecting, I have to say.
Right here, right now, I put the offer out. I don't want to chase you down. I know you see it. You run with me, and I can cut you free out of the treachery of walls you keep in. So trade that typical for something colorful. And if it's crazy, live a little crazy. You can play it sensible, a king of conventional, or you can risk it all and sing.
Okay, I don't know anything about these characters, but let me say, starting out with an offer is maybe not the best way to negotiate, but it's a typical way to negotiate. But I guess you could definitely say what's happening here is that Hugh Jackman is clearly appealing to his sense that Zac Efron has an interest, very important concept of negotiation, interest in adventure and an interest in freedom.
Friend, you wanna cut me in, but I hate to tell you, but it just won't happen. So thanks, but no, I think I'm good to go, cause I quite enjoy the life you say I'm trapped in.
Interesting. So Zac Efron walking out the door, not an atypical way that, this is a really alpha male, obviously, scene here. There's an offer. It's trying to appeal to, it seems to me, freedom and adventure, no active listening. We see Zac Efron walking out the door. I'm kind of curious what happens next. So far, probably not how I'd coach them, although it is pretty entertaining.
Now I admire you, and that'll show you do. You're onto something, really it's something. I live among the swells, and we don't pick up peanut shells. I'll have to leave that up to you.
Okay, so this is what happens when you make an offer, but you don't actually ask the other side what they're interested in. Now, I don't know anything about this film, so I can't tell you if Zac Efron is bluffing or if, in fact, the guy is pretty happy with his life. But I guess we are learning that, at the very least, the offer on the table isn't sufficient.
Like you do, I'm good to do like me. Ain't in a cage, so I don't need to take the key. Oh, damn, can't you see I'm doing fine? I don't need to see the other
Is this
side.
really how you like to spend your days? Whiskey, misery, and parties and play.
If I were mixed up with you, I'd be the talk of the town, disgraced and disowned, another one of the clowns.
But you would finally live a little, finally laugh a little. Just let me give you the freedom to dream, and it'll wake you up.
Very interesting. One of the things that I've written about is something that I call the negotiation within, right? Many of us have these kind of competing interest when we think about particularly how we want the story of our life to be. And it seems to me, right, there's this side of Zac Efron's character that I think many of us sometimes feel like the status quo is comfortable and it's fine. But then there's also a lot of us have this side of like what our life could be, what's possible, the world of adventure. And you know what? Hugh Jackman seems to be trying to get that side of Zac Efron's character excited and maybe a little bit curious here. Kind of curious to see how it's going to turn out.
Wake you up and cure your aching. Take your walls and start them breaking. Now that's a deal that seems worth taking. But
Ooh, this moment. There's definitely some internal activity, some internal voices going on with Zac Efron. I mean, that look. What's going to come next? I could hardly wait.
guess I'll leave that up to you.
Well, it's intriguing, but to go would cost me greatly. So what percentage of the show would I be taking?
Ooh, progress. Score 1 for Hugh Jackman here. Now we're talking about, it seems like, the distributional part of the negotiation. Again, we've really not had much of a conversation on interests, but now we're going to talk about bargaining. I'm kind of curious where it's going to go.
Well, fair enough. You'd want a piece of all the action. I'd give you 7. We could shake and make it happen.
I wasn't born this morning. 18 would be just fine.
Why not just go ahead and ask for nickels on the dime?
Classic anchoring in negotiation. 7, 18, where does it go? 9, 16. Right out of a movie, right out of a lot of negotiations. Everything we probably don't want you to do if you've been watching my videos.
Hate to say I told you so, but I told you so.
15.
I do 8, 12, maybe 9, 10.
Don't you wanna get away to a whole new part you're gonna play? 'Cause I got what you need, so come with me and take the ride to the other side. So if you do like I do, so if you do like me, forget the cage, 'cause we know how to make the key. Oh, damn, suddenly we're free to fly. We're going to the other side. So if you do like I do, to the other side. So if you do like me, to the other side. 'Cause if we do, we're going to the other side. We're going to the other side.
Wow, that's just like most job negotiations go. Pretty impressive.
How impressive is that? Well, thank you, Ram.
From my perspective, right, I mean, there's a lot of song and dance here, but so many negotiations are a song and a dance. But your job as a negotiator, right, is to see past that, to really think about what are my interests, what are their interests, right? And how can I orchestrate a process that gets to yes just like this does, but doesn't leave any value on the table. Okay, so let's break this down a little bit. This appears to be a win-win, and it is, and it's also highly entertaining. But let's give some advice to Hugh here.
Can I give you a piece of advice?
He has this intuition, right? He has this intuition that Zac's character, on the one hand, is pretty content with his life as it is, but that there's this kind of deep desire for something more exciting and something more adventurous.
Adventure is up there!
So if I were coaching Hugh Jackman, I think what I would say to him is, actually, why don't you ask a more open question of Zac? Like, what do you like about what I do? Or what about the work that I do is attractive to you? So in some sense, what I would really want Hugh Jackman to be doing is letting Zac come to the idea of wanting to join him on his own instead of kind of throwing it out there as a challenge. Now, it works here, but it's kind of high risk and actually almost gets him into trouble because you get this sense that Zac is actually perhaps ready to walk out of the room. Now, what advice would I give to Zac Efron? So he plays this hard to get approach, which ends up working, but I'd say he makes a pretty big mistake when it comes to the negotiation over what his percentage is. Why? Because when Hugh Jackman throws out 7, he basically allows 7 to be what we call the anchor in the negotiation. But 7 isn't really based on anything. Hugh Jackman could have said 3. He could have said 33 or 40. What a really skillful approach to negotiation would have been to say, you know, Hugh, I think I'm interested in working with you, but before we talk about numbers, I want to actually see if we can find another time to meet. And then what Zac should do is go home and do some homework. We don't really know what the market standard is. We don't know what the relevant criteria is. Let Zac go and do that research, and then come back and armed with that research, he might be able to make the first proposal on an anchor that favors him in the negotiation. If you have negotiation clips that you want to see analyzed from a negotiation expert's perspective, so just drop those in the comments below. If you want to see another Reacts video I've done, check out my Reacts video on Inside Out. I'm Bob Bordone. Thanks for hanging out with me, and let's keep negotiating. Here's the Inside Out video. It's really fun.